celebration with us. It's going to be a lot of laughing, a lot of crying, and just have a good time. So I want you to feel at ease, feel at home, enjoy yourselves. Some upcoming things that we've done just recently, in case you didn't know, we have a Facebook page. It is Richmond Congregation is how you should be able to find it. If you have anything you want to add or give us to put on there, or if you want to just add something yourself, I believe you can do that. This evening's service is going to be a lot different than what we're used to. We're used to either using the piano or the organ or some instrument that we happen to have. Today, all of our music and our songs are going to be up here on the board to sing along to, kind of like karaoke. If you feel the Spirit to move you, you want to stand, you want to raise your hands, you want to do whatever, you want to come up here and be more closer to the service, to what we're doing, feel free to do so. Anyway, David, would you hit the back light or the front lights, please? First song I want you to stand for so we can really enjoy it. So I'm me. Now is the time to worship. Now is the time to give your all. Just as you are to worship. Just as you are. Hey, that's good.
Put it on Grandma's iPod. You should know, Grandma.
You can all read this together with me. Oh, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. The Lord is a great God. He made the heavens and earth. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord, our Maker. Amen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, come on, get alive. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. That's better. Alive. If you've never heard me preach, you know one thing, it's going to be loud. Because I like to get loud. Alive. Get the blood going. This is victory. It's not victory. It's victory. We're gathered here tonight to claim victory. Claim victory that started how many years ago?
1940s.
40s? So 60-some years ago, the victory started, the battle started here in Richmond 60-some years ago. We're going to claim a victory not over brothers and sisters in faraway lands, but we're going to claim victory over a foe that's sitting right next to us every day. How come they're moving away from you? We're over a foe that doesn't play fair. He doesn't play by the rules. He's kind of sneaky. He's kind of tricky. If you've got a weak spot, he's going to find it. But you know what? We have victory over that weak spot. The victory was won 2,000 years ago when our brother went to the cross and died on the cross. That's when the victory was won. But you know what? He's not on that cross anymore. He's off of that cross. He came off that cross so that we could go to heaven. So that we could get our just reward at the end of the path. About 60 years ago, a few people felt God calling them to build a congregation in Richmond. In a small community. The battle for Richmond hasn't always been easy. There have been bumps in the road. Many bumps in the road. But you know what? It's still here. Because you know why? God wants it here. God wants Richmond here. Because we're winning the battle for lives out there. And that's what it's all about. That's what the victory is about. It's not about this building. It's not about any church building. It's about the lives outside of the building. That's what it's about. Matthew 12:33. Either make the tree good and its fruit good, or make the tree corrupt and its fruit corrupt. For the tree is known by its fruit. Richmond is known by their fruit. Richmond is known by their good fruit. Ask the community. Ask the people in Richmond about this congregation. I had somebody come up to me at work and say to me, I didn't know you went to Richmond. I didn't know you went to church in Richmond. I said, yeah. You know how he found out I went to Richmond? Because he saw me walking in a Richmond Good Old Days parade this summer. He saw me walking in a parade that Richmond has taken part in for over 40 years.
Yes, Joe. There you go.
This congregation has ministered to many lives in the community throughout the years. By things as fun as a Richmond Good Old Days parade. and things that aren't so fun. You know, the ministers, the congregation here has reached out to people in need. One of their pastors served as a chaplain for the Richmond Police Department. They've reached out, they've ministered over the years to many lives. Many lives have been touched by the people here in Richmond. I took a prayer that General MacArthur. You guys aren't supposed to use those. You guys aren't. I wondered why you guys were reading. You want to copy the prayer? I'll give it to you after. I took a prayer that was wrote by General MacArthur, of course, many years ago. He wrote the prayer the prayers about his son. I took the prayer and reworked it the other night to make it about Richmond. Build me a church, O Lord, that will be strong enough to know when they are weak, and brave enough to face themselves when they are afraid. One that will be proud and unbending in honest defeat, humble and gentle in victory. When I was thinking about that particular paragraph, I thought about David and Goliath. Be strong enough to know when they're weak and brave enough to face themselves when they're afraid. Think about David, a little boy. Probably 13, 12, 13, little boy. Not much bigger than Sydney. Going up against Goliath, a giant, who adults were afraid to fight. The army wouldn't touch him. Oh no. He's too big. He'll defeat us. A little boy said, "You know what? I can beat him. I can do it." Richmond said, "You know what? I can do it. We can do it." And they've been doing it. Richmond was David. That small little boy that stepped up and said, "You know what? I can do it. We can win the lives of the people in Richmond. Because we cannot be defeated. We cannot be beat." And then I thought about Goliath.